Hello, welcome to Mamemeister's 10-minute mashup. Tonight's game is Who Dares Wins by Alligata Software. Hang on, okay, Alligata Software on the ZX Spectrum. Right, I appear to be this blue person down the bottom. Now this game has a bit of history actually. Never played it on the Spectrum, but Elite announced, Elite, put my false teeth back in again. Elite announced that they had had secured the license to Commando, and Alligata cheekily brought out this game about a month or something before it. Now the funny thing is, although I'm not too sure about this, the Commodore 64 one which I played was actually pretty good, and some people actually say this the Commodore version was better than the official version of Commando. Not too sure about this version. First thing I notice is they've rather lazily used the same sprite. The character that you control looks to be exactly the same sprite as the baddies, which is a bit cheeky and lazy. Secondly, you know, it's pretty sort of monochrome looking, and they've picked, and you know, the bullets pretty much resemble the texture on the ground, which makes trying to see the baddie's bullets a bit rubbish. How do we start again? Okay. Now I noticed there it's actually made by Steve Evans, who I think made the original Commodore 64 version. But yeah, why did they have the texture on the ground? It just makes seeing the baddie's bullets virtually impossible. There seems to be what do you call it? Colour clash central. You'll see there's a walk. The tree has caught my colour. Clash, clash, clash. Anyway, I shouldn't be slagging off the Spectrum. The Spectrum's actually really... I never had a Spectrum back in the day, but I now own a couple of Spectrums, and it's actually a really nice computer. But, you know, when done properly, some of the you know, back then, you know, they were quite sort of lazy programming. You know what, this game wouldn't actually be too bad if it wasn't for the fact that you can hardly see the enemy bullets. Yeah, it's got some nice buildings. Try and shoot him before. Oops, too late. Oh, did I shoot that plane? Did that plane just crash into the river? Well, not a river, the pond. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of sort of graphical glitches going on here. Sprites getting cut off and whatever. Not too sure of the sound either. It's kind of... It sounds like interference on a radio or somebody farting. How did I get through here? I got to... Ah, right, okay. Outpost 1 captured apparently. Kill him. Hey, so he waves to me. Bomb. Yeah, this play's actually not too bad, as I say. Get rid of if they bloody well got rid of the texture on the ground, it made things a lot easier. Whoa. I mean, it plays very similar to Commando. You hold down the fire button for a few seconds. Dearie me. Yeah, they could have done more with the sound, that's for sure. Dearie me. It's pretty tough, I'll give it that. But yeah, I think... I'm pretty sure what actually happened. This game was going to get released until Elite got a hold of it, and they took out an injunction and they had to change it. And I don't quite know what they actually changed, because I mean, this game was released. See, I like that. I like how the ammunition falls with a wee parachute. Because I actually bought this for the Commodore 64, and it was called Who Dares Wins 2. So I'm not quite sure what the injunction entailed, because the game is certainly released. Pick it up, okay, got 6 grenades. Let's push on, you take that. Ah, bugger off. Now what's interesting, the colour of my sprite seems to change colour as well. I'm blue at the moment. Ah, bugger off. Yeah, the graphics are a bit rough and ready, but it plays actually not quite nicely. The sound is woeful. It would get a distinct 2 out of 10 for sound. And as I said, I know this. I'm not playing this under emulation. I'm using a real. I'm using a Spectrum Plus 2 grey model. So I know that it's being accurately depicted. What you see is what you got. Is he on the roof or is he inside the building? I'm not too sure. Yeah, if it wasn't for the invisible bullets, this would certainly rate this a lot higher. I mean, I must admit, the Spectrum version of Commando, now I hate to see this, but it's actually probably a better version than the Commodore 64. Loved the 64 version. One, it was pretty easy, so I was good at it. Secondly, the music just made the game. You strip out the music in Commodore 64 Commando and you're left with a pretty basic game. I mean, it was good fun, don't get me wrong, but it was way too short. Ah, so that wasn't the plane crashing, that was actually the bomb. Right, so here we go again at the end of the outpost. Let's give them some grenades to think about. Oh dear. Where did that red come from? Is that blood? Hooray! Outpost 1 captured. Get it right up you. Oh, kill him before and he waves away. Now, how am I going to get past this? Run! Okay, so you can fall in the water. Okay. Now I'm actually playing this using a Sega Mega Drive gamepad, so it's probably not the best way to play these games. I've got umpteen digital joysticks, most of which are in the loft. I was going to use my, whatever it is, I don't know, Quick Shot or something or another, a clicky joystick, but I know when I use this, what was the game I played recently on the Spectrum, on my mashup, I used that and it was just the clickiness was basically masking the actual sound. Yeah, you know what it was? It's when I was playing the BBC Zalaga. The clickiness was really loud, so that's why I'm not using it for this video tonight. Right, come on. Ah, bugger. It's certainly fast, this game as well. And one thing that this had over Commando, it had a lot more levels. I know especially Commodore 64, the Commodore 64 version of Commando only had something like, was it 4 levels, 3 levels, possibly? Whereas this, I think this had 8 levels. So it was one of these... What? What happened there? That wasn't any bloody water. Why did I die there? Yeah, can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, the Commodore 64 version had 3 levels on the Commando, so it was, you know, it was a lot of repetitive gameplay. Whereas I think this on the Commodore had 8 levels or something. Yeah, improve the sound, lose the texture dots on the ground, and this would infinitely be more playable. Oh, what? Is that quicksand or something? How the... Is that the green bits there? I'm guessing that must be quicksand or something. Anyway guys, listen, that's 10 minutes. This is Who Dares Wins by Alligata Software on the ZX Spectrum. Thanks for watching.